Yeah, the women they really have taken a lot of control here. They are doing a great job of staying focused. A lot of leadership, a lot of paying attention to the details, and they've been a great help with the development of the entire team, the men's and women's team, especially because the men's team is so young. They really are trying to do everything they can to make this, which is interesting because the seniors, when they were freshmen, that was the pandemic era that was really strange and really out of the ordinary. And so they've really embraced a lot of the old traditions and things that we used to do. And they're really striving to make this the best senior year possible. So it's going to be I think we're already off to a great start as they strive to finish strong after such a unique start to their collegiate career. Yeah, so the seniors are very strong in a lot of different ways. Like you said, we have the fifth-year returner in Rachel Wallace, who she had the opportunity to take advantage of the COVID waiver, come back and strive one more time to try and qualify for the NCAA championships, to get invited. She had looked at the possibility of taking some courses online so that she could save some money, but she really wanted to be with her teammates, and I think that's a great reflection of how these women feel about each other. She loves to be with her teammates. She loves to train. She loves to strive to get better. She really embodies what it means to be a Wolverine swimmer, part of our team. Liz Hassey has really stepped up as a great leader, and she's a tremendous sprinter for us. It's great to have her back. Emma Otten had an amazing junior year. Really surpassed all of her best times, and she looks great so far this year. So in the next senior, Katie Goodwill, she's a really positive leader. She's one of those people that is kind of the glue that holds the team together with her positive attitude, how much she loves being a part of the team. Her first few years, she had a chronic shoulder issue that was treated last semester, the spring semester. And so she's back in the water. She's working towards getting back to where she was, and hoping that now that she's in less distress, less discomfort, that she's going to be able to surpass her previous best times. Tabby Shepson is another really just fantastic leader, just a spiritual leader for the team. And she's made a lot of strides over the years. And so I'm looking to see, I think she'll be able to be a strong contributor this year for us as well. And Hannah Miller, also the defending 500 free champion. Yes. Hannah was funny when she came out as a freshman, because I think she was hesitant to come out for the team. She had missed a couple years prior to coming here. Her brother was on the team, and so I think that was a nice incentive. And over the years, she's really done a fantastic job. One of the top breaststrokers in the conference. She's won the 200 breaststroke in the past. She's a defending champion in the 500. And she's really engaged in what we're doing and making sure that she's striving to be the best that she can be. And I think she's leading by example in that way too, striving to be better. As far as the juniors go, it's a very big class. A lot of ability, a lot of talent. Sarah Kushma, Alex Frank, Izzy Koistinen, Cam Kerr, who's regional diving qualifier. They are all doing a great job of leading. Alex Frank again had a nagging thing injury that she had brought with her from high school, and we seem to have that under control now. So she should have been a conference scorer for us last year. So I'm excited to see what she's going to be able to do this year. I feel like we've seen a lot of potential from her, and her times in dual meets have consistently gotten better, and she looks even better this year. So I think she's going to be a major contributor at the conference championships this year. Allison Dieter was one of the top 400 IM swimmers this past year. The hard thing with Allison, she's very good at the backstroke events and very good at the breaststroke events. So as we go through her career, we've sometimes had a difficult time deciding which one is the better option for her. But the nice thing is that also gives us a lot of flexibility, and that helps the team strive to be better, strengthen us in a lot of different areas. And she's also very open to doing those different events. And our top returning distance swimmer, Emma Plank, she has really improved a lot. She's also a great 400 IMer, backstroker. She does great in the butterfly. This year, with the men's events being first at the conference championships, that's kind of dictating a little bit what we're training her for this year, because it does, with her being a miler, the 200 backstroke is maybe not on the table with it being more of a back-to-back event without the guys' heat of the mile being in between. But again, she is an incredibly hard worker, an incredible leader, and she's one of our top performers on the team from last year. Yeah, the sophomore group's a little smaller, and they have a wide range of ability, but what's really impressive to me is how much the things that we worked on last year have stuck. And at the beginning of this year, their starting point is significant. It's almost like most of them are basically picking up exactly where they left off. So when I look at Leah Boardman, I look at Sam Eaton, those two specifically jump out at me where they are right where they left off. In fact, I almost feel like they're better now, having kind of processed a little bit of the drills and the techniques and stuff that we were working on. They really seem they're going faster in practice. They're holding better times. Their technique looks a lot better. Sadie Shovstall, same idea, where she was a contributor last year. She's doing a lot of good things and working on fine-tuning her stroke technique. And I think where she didn't realize that she was a good breaststroker at the beginning of last season, this is something now that she's embracing and using. That's going to be another event for her to contribute in this year, along with the sprint events. Sarah Janicki, as a butterflyer last year, she was a solid performer, but as a breaststroker, she was a conference champion, and she comes in, she works really hard, she's a little quiet, but always with a smile on her face, and really just enjoys being a part of the team and being surrounded by her teammates, and a quiet, fierce competitor, which I really enjoy watching her race, because what she's able to bring to the table. Yeah, so the newcomers, and I sometimes forget that, because in my mind as the swim coach, working with those athletes predominantly, we have 3 new freshman swimmers, and one I think is going to be one of the top swimmers in the history of the college. I mean, she's really some of the time stuff that we've done so far, she has performed as well or better than a lot of the athletes in her category did in the past. We have one that is very green and is, every day we give her things to work on and she improves those, and I can see a tangible difference, just from the beginning of a practice to the end of the practice sometimes. Third swimmer, kind of in between there. She has a lot of technical skill. She's almost needs to build up her confidence. I feel like she doesn't realize what her potential is. So I'm excited to see how she develops. But the area that I forget about sometimes, because I trust our diving coach Fred Evanoff with the development of those athletes, we have 3 new divers. And again, same idea. They have varying levels of experience and ability. One that's very young, very green, really has a lot to learn. One who was a gymnast and doesn't have diving experience, but is taking to the sport extremely quickly and is showing a lot of development, learning a new dive seems every day. And the third diver that has some experience, mostly on 1 meter, and has a nice list already, and is already up on 3 meter and starting to perform up there as well. So those 3 divers are going to make a big impact on our team's success this year. Well, the keys are for the upperclassmen to continue to lead by example and to continue to strive to be the best that they can be. There's an impressionable young group that has a lot of potential. We need to stay healthy. We had some weird things over the course of the last few years, some injuries that people brought with them to college that took us a little time to kind of identify what was aggravating these things. And I think we've identified what we need to do to stay healthy. And as long as we do that, then those women are going to be able to perform at a high level and contribute to our overall success. And then obviously with the younger swimmers, as long as they continue to develop, they're going to be able to be long-term contributors as well. With the conference this year, it's going to be interesting because you have a couple new coaches, and you don't really know how that's going to impact those teams' performances. But those guys both come in with great credentials. They were with strong programs and did a lot of wonderful things with those teams. So I can envision the teams that they're at now, they're going to continue to develop and grow and improve. A lot of the schools brought in a lot of very good swimmers. There's going to be more top-end speed. What I'm really interested to see, Franciscan, I thought had an amazing season last year. I think it almost went a little bit unrecognized what they were able to achieve, and they have a very big roster. So if they continue to develop like they did, I think they're going to be one of the top contenders in the conference. And St. Vincent and Westminster are always very strong. They brought in some more very good swimmers. I think with our freshman class being a little smaller, the score is going to conceivably be a lot closer than it has been the last few years. But that's a good thing. The more competition there is, the better everybody is. So I'm looking forward to a really exciting and fun season this year.